Hello, hello. Good evening. Gonna wait for people to stream in here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Looks like everything's working okay. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? If you're here, good evening, sir. Mr. Joe Barretto. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Happy Wednesday. We are over the hump now, heading downhill toward the weekend. And there's Mr. Matt Clausen. Hey, Matt. Good evening, sir. Good to see you, man. Garrett's in the house. Hey, Garrett. Aloha. Aloha. It's almost like devil's horns, but I'll get it right one day. Good thing it's there. Yeah, I think it's like there we go. There we go. Credit, chill, and food. Hey, good to see you. Good evening, Matt. Thank you, man. Good. Glad you're here. Able to put together a travel tidbits. Nice. I'll have to check it out later on. I think I also have to check out your video from yesterday too. Yet. Hey, Jordan. Jordan of Jordan Rules for Credit. What's happening, man? How you doing? Good evening, man. Jordan's got a great channel too, so check him out. Very interesting takes on different things. I just got home from the gym and ate a little bit of dinner, so I am ready to go. So we talk about some credit card stuff, travel stuff, whatever, what's on your guys' minds, guys and gals. So it's yeah, I can't believe we're midway through January already. Travel is going to be kicking off for me here pretty soon for the year, so looking forward to it. Going to be a busy year this year. If you have not already done so, click the like button, please. I would greatly appreciate it. What's everybody up to tonight? Who applied for a card today? King Sam is in the building. Hello, sir. Jordan. Jordan says, thank you for saying that. Just taking what I'm learning from you and all the others. Hey, man, we all learn from each other in this, right? So I've been in this game for 2 years and I still don't know enough to fill a thimble halfway full. So I learn something new every single day. So I'm by no means an expert on anything. So never will be. But we all learn from each other, man. So, but I appreciate the kind words, Jordan. Thank you. Filmos in the Filmos world. I'm sorry, is in the house. What's up, Filmo? Good to see you, brother, man. Hope you're doing well. Got you mute something here. All right. Matt, today, no, I got my employee BBP yesterday. Oh, nice. Okay. And got my Elon card yesterday. Yep. Remember you and I talking about that a little bit. That's awesome. I need to look into the employee BBP thing as well. Might have to hit you up about that a little bit. Josh, what is up, man? Good to see you here. Josh Giebel's also another creator. I think his channel's I think Josh is approaching 1,000 subscribers. So Josh just put out a new video yesterday about some really great cent per point redemptions for a couple of flights that he has coming up this year with his partner. So check out that video if you haven't already. It was a really awesome video, Josh. That's some really good value. Matt, I hate that Elon card. Yeah, I know. I know, man. Sean D is in the house. Hey, Sean. Hello, John. Happy hump day. Hope you're having an awesome day. I am, man. I had a good work day. Then I logged off for work, went to the gym, had a good workout. Then I used my Uber credit on my MX Gold card to stop and grab Chipotle on the way home, and Chipotle hit the spot, and here we are. I'm doing good. Juan's in the house. Hey, Juan. Good to see you, sir. Mr. Juan Garcia. And Manuel is here too. Hey, Manuel. Oh, I think I'm missing chats a little bit here. Jordan says, fiance got approved for first ink card, took Chase 2 days to look at application and approved. Nice. No documentation or call to recon required. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Some referral point. Yeah. If I can get my player to, I plan on gaming it the same way. Manuel, I got my first card of the year. I applied for it last month, but I just got it last week. I got the USAA Navigator Signature Visa card. Try saying that fast 3 times. Nice, Manuel. Congratulations, man. Very cool, sir. It was also really good seeing you last night too with Joe. I got a 15K point offer per employee. Yep. Yeah, Matt, I have that same offer in my MX portal too when I go to my Blue Business Plus card. Of course, Josh, man. Awesome, dude. I learned from you. I learned, you make great content. Those were really good redemptions, and I can't wait to hear about them. Can't wait to hear about that product. Yeah, Matt. Yeah, one case sucks, right? I mean, it just seemed like the business card. It seemed like Chase likes to give out lower, credit limits on their business cards. I don't know, just based on a few DPs I've seen from you and other people. So, did I miss Joe? I don't know if Joe's here yet or not. Matt, I'm scheming. Yeah. Yeah. We have to talk more about that. I'm curious to hear more about it. Manuel, hey man, thank you very much for the super chat. That's really kind of you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, sir. It was very cool listening to you talk last night with Joe. That was, man, you're killing it with all the travel and trips you've done and all the ones you have coming up this year. I know you had some eye surgery. You and I need to talk about that. I had eye surgery too, going back a couple of years ago. So I had double cataracts in my eyes, and yeah, I'm really young to be having cataracts, but I had 2 cataracts in both eyes, Manuel, and I had surgery. This was right before COVID, and I had surgery. They removed 1 cataract, and they didn't put in like the normal glass I get or normal lens that they would normally put into where you still have to wear glasses. They put in like some special prescription lens that they measured me. They literally measured my eyes for 2 hours. I was in 17 different machines. And then a couple weeks later, I went back in and they did the other eye. Then they did some scar tissue removal and whatnot. Then they finished it off with LASIK. And now I'm 2020 and 2030 in both with no glasses. So it's amazing, man. I take very good care of my eyes because insurance covered part of it, but I paid about $15K out of pocket to fix my eyes. So, but it was, I mean, to me, vision's everything. So it was money well spent. But very kind, Manuel. Thank you, man. Michael, One Way Travel. Hey, man. Good saying hi from the Sup John saying hi from from Australia. Yep. I think Michael's, if I remember correctly, you're down there for the Australian Open, right? That's awesome. I bet it's hotter than Hades down there since it's summertime for them, but that's awesome, dude. That's super cool. I would love to go see I'm not a big tennis guy, but it would be cool to go to an Open somewhere. I think it'd be neat. King Sam, all my Chase cards except CSP are 3K. Haven't had any increase offers. Interesting. Filmo, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, write your congressperson. Yeah. Yeah, tell your if I see a senator or a congressperson subscribe, I'll be like, "Whoa, okay." Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Manuel had a detached retina. Ooh, yeah, that's bad. Yep, the recovery is very yeah. Yep. I've never I obviously thankfully have not had that done, but or had that happen, but yeah, I know I've known someone that had it. So I know it's a slow process. Credit Chill and Food, what's up with the Hilton gift card? Went to purchase one for this quarter, but couldn't. Do you know what's going on? So Credit Chill Food, there happened to be a run on Hilton gift cards and they basically sold out. And the last thing I saw was like maybe 5 or 6 weeks they'll have them back in stock supposedly. I've not checked lately. I've got the Hilton Surpass card, so um, I need to do my quarterly gift card purchase yet. So I'm just waiting for them to get them back in stock. But I don't know. It looked like they went out of stock from what I was seeing other people talk about, other creators in the space and whatnot. It looked like maybe the new Hilton credit benefit on the business platinum card, maybe that caused a run because it was at the same time that credit was announced is when all of a sudden they were out of cards. So if you put one in one together, I mean, it kind of looks that way, but yeah, I just if you can just hang on, see what happens. Keep checking every now and then. If I see something, I'll let you know. So I'm still looking for a card too, but and of course, you could also just stay to Hilton and utilize the credits that way too. That's also if you have some a stay at Hilton coming up, you could also utilize the credit there too, depending on the property you're staying at, or buy a gift card at that property. Yeah, Matt. Hey, T-Mad. Hey, T-Mad. Good to see you. Thank you. Hope you're having a good evening. Yeah, Matt. I don't know. Maybe don't have physical. Yeah, I don't know. That's what it looks like. I mean, if they don't have cards to ship out, then Michael. What's up? Michael's just saying, "What's up to Juan?" Yeah. It would be nice if they could, Matt, allow reloads on ones we already have. If you used it, you could just add to it. But yeah, or stay at a Hilton. Yeah, that's the other way too. I know we try to gamify it, right? I mean, we talk about it all the time. We see the comments all the time about people trying to game the system um, with buying Hilton gift cards. But yeah, you can also actually stay at a Hilton property too and use it that way too to get that credit. But Kiki, how you doing? Heading over to dinner. Can't wait to see the replay. Awesome. Hope you're having a great. What are you having for dinner, Key? I just had Chipotle for dinner, so and it was really good, especially after a workout. So, what's the topic for the night? Just talking about a little bit of credit cards. Not really any topic, just talking credit cards. Um, Taking questions, talking about travel coming up, that kind of thing. Nothing too fancy. Any of those, yeah, exactly. King Sam, Matt, Wild Will can only dream. Rushlock, how you doing, man? Rushlock is, if y'all don't know, again, Rushlock's my buddy from Eve Online, and if you check out his channel, he's very much into gaming. He and I are big into Eve Online, obviously, but he also is very big into like Lego collections and some board games and X-Men stuff and all that. And so he's got a really neat channel. So if you're into that kind of thing, like I am, and I may be an adult, but I'm a kid. I'm a kid at heart. So check out his channel. It's very cool. Got a lot of neat stuff on it. So Damien, hey man, good to see you, sir. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Man, that's very kind of you, man. That means a lot. Thank you to the prince. Thanks for the live stream. Oh man, thank you, sir. It's going to be nice to be back with my people here in a few months. I appreciate that, Damien. Thank you. Damien's another great channel too. Damien puts out like a video or two a week, but he also live streams pretty much every Thursday night. Basically, he breaks down all of the different credit card news, like mostly about like current offers going on, current redemption opportunities going on, just little bits of news about, there might be something about a program, and he goes into detail with bullet points and a really nice PowerPoint presentation every Thursday night. So Damien, I like how Damien presents his information. So he's a super nice guy, very chilled guy. And Damien just got back from Australia, so yeah, Australia's on the list. Yeah, yeah, you're welcome. Credit Chill Food. Yeah, I mean I mean you have some options as for getting that gift card credit, or getting the Hilton credit itself, I should say. Oh, Matt, yeah, I mean every Hilton I've been at they've been nice, and I mean obviously the Roosevelt back in Labor Day weekend, I mean it was super nice. Um, the two Hiltons I stayed at last year were both Hampton Inns. They were both very nice properties. Both of them were newer or brand new, but they were both pretty nice properties. So, T-Mad John, what are what are your upcoming? Sorry, I can't read all of a sudden. Upcoming travel plans this year. So far, I've got Iceland is booked, completely booked for end of April, beginning of May. Going to be going to FanFest for Eve Online, and also to be a tourist for several days. Um, March, I could be going back to NOLA in March for something that's popped up on the radar, which I can go into detail about later on, but could be going to NOLA in March. So that's definitely on the radar. I know that Joe Bretto and I are possibly linking up and going down to Metropolis, Illinois for all things Superman, maybe around Superman Day, which I believe is June 8th. So we might be hooking up for that in the little tiny town on the very southern tip of Illinois. So that'd be in the beginning of June or so. Obviously, Puerto Rico, obviously PR for the creator meetup and fan meetup and all that in over Labor Day or Veterans Day weekend. Working on something over the summer. I have with my company. I'm 8 years into service with my company, and I'm actually eligible for a sabbatical this year. And basically, it's a paid month off of time away from the company, where they want you to totally disconnect and go away for a month, and that's on top of my PTO. So, looking at planning a couple of possibilities. I really want to go to France. That was supposed to happen last year, but it didn't happen because of the Olympics. So I'm looking at redemptions for France now. Could also be Holland, could also be in play as well. So a lot of travel coming up. Oh yeah, and also South Dakota and Wyoming, since I didn't get to go last year after trying 4 times. So that's going to happen this year. So there's a lot of travel coming up. Matt, you hear think, yeah. King Sam, if it works at Hilton restaurant, maybe need to connect soon. Yeah. Yep. Or maybe, or sorry, I skipped lines. Maybe that's another issue. Yeah, it could be. Yep, could be another issue. Okay, Key. Yep, need to connect. Er, No, yeah, Damien. Yeah, appreciate the kind words. Of course, man. You kill it, man, with those streams on Thursday night. Lot of good information, and it's stuff that's not it's stuff to pay attention to because you break it down really well. So IDG Blue. Hey Blue, how you doing? So Blue's another Eve online person. So I'm glad to see you here, Blue. Thank you for the support. It means a lot, man. Yeah, credit Chill Food. Never had a bad state at Hilton. Yeah, I haven't either. Not yet, at least. No, knock on wood. Sledge. Sledge is in the house. Salute, sir. Good to see you here, man. I know Sledge just got back from a trip too. And again, belated happy birthday, Sledge. Hope it was an awesome birthday. And your trip sounded. Sledge and I talked today, and he had a little getaway for a few days, and it sounded really cool. So I want to check that out. Yeah, about to hit the road, but I'm listening. Okay, cool. Yep, drive carefully, Sled. I knew you said you were working. I think you're working this evening. So call me Lonnie. What's good, John? Hey, everybody. Hey, Lonnie. Good to see you here, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. It means a lot. 29 people here, 20 likes. This is great evening. We're 20 minutes into the live here. A lot of good people in here. Blue, I got you, my dude. Thank you, man. That means a lot. Seeing my Eve people in here, it's it's really cool. So I appreciate it. Blue. Plus, I can always use some tricks and knowledge on credit. Well, you're in the right place. So, like I said, if you just joined, I don't even pretend to know everything because I don't. I'm just a guy, and an imperfect human being, obviously. But if I don't know the answer for you, I will get the answer for you. So, credit chill food. Also, I just used my Delta companion certificate on the trip to Vegas in 2 weeks. Nice. Yeah, man, that companion pass is super valuable. You have the platinum, Delta Platinum, or Delta Reserve. That a companion certificate can be very valuable. Yeah, especially with the expanded usage to like the Caribbean and whatnot. And yeah, I think it makes that program even more valuable. Platinum, Delta Platinum. Okay, all right, cool. Yeah, this is a solid card. I mean, it's a you know, I think arguably it's one of the best, if not in the top two or three of the airline cards. And I don't, I don't know all of the stats on Southwest cards and United, but Lonnie's been teaching the United way. Well, that's a that's a charity. The ways of United. There we go. Um, but yeah, it can that the Delta Platinum card is a solid card. Hey, Ian. Ian is in the house. How you doing, sir? Love my Delta Reserve. Yeah, the Delta. I mean, for the right person, it could be. If I would probably go Delta Reserve if I knew for a fact I was always going to be able to get into Sky Clubs and Centurion lounges. Like if I knew that for a fact, if I was guaranteed entry, I'd probably go Delta Reserve. But the platinum card, the MX Platinum card, just with that diversity of lounge access, it's hard to beat. Credit, chill food, Delta Platinum, Hilton Surpass. I'm never getting rid of the the Surpass. I have the Surpass. It's the only Hilton card I have, and I got it exactly a year ago, and it's a strong card for $150, and being able to get $200 in value with the gift cards or Hilton credits. Let's not forget we can also actually stay at Hilton properties and use the credit that way. It's a strong card to be able to get that money back on and then some. Uh, be plus $50 in the black. So it's a solid card, very solid card. I don't see myself canceling either, and I'm not a hotel guy really per se. If you saw my video about flights being more important than the hotel, uh, yeah, I talked about it there a little bit where I'm not like the hotel just doesn't matter to me. I mean, I as long as it's warm or cool, depending on the time of year, and it's clean and dry, that's all I care about. It is a place to sleep. I almost had a cuss word. Crap, shave, shower, and get breakfast, and I'm good to go. So, but I do search out Hilton properties anywhere I go. So I don't know if that makes me a loyalist or not, but like going to Iceland in April, I'm not staying at any U.S. brand. I'm staying at a Icelandic branded hotel. So I don't want to stay at a. I don't want to be someplace overseas and then feel like I'm back. And then feel like I'm just down the street from my house. If that makes sense. I prefer the Icelandic properties there. So ITG Blue actually watched some of your reviews. I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. Okay, and liking it, but not using all the perks, so might look to switch. Yeah, I mean it's a it's a card in a weird spot. It I mean, there's a ton of videos out there on the CSP, the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It's got some good things going for it, but it could be stronger. I mean, having to use the hotel credit in the travel portal is kind of stupid. I don't like that about it, where you have to use the Chase. But now, don't get me wrong, the Chase portal, uh, it's not a bad travel portal at all. It's not. But being locked into having to use the portal to use the credit is, to me, is kind of dumb. It's any credit card that makes you use their portal to get a credit. It's kind of it's kind of dumb. But I get it. We all know why they do it. They want to, they want to keep the money in house. Totally understand that. I respect it, but I think it's stupid. But it does have some pretty good travel protections, and primary CDW for rental cars, and it's a solid card for the protections and for the travel benefits, but it could be better. What do you think about getting into Blue or switching it out to Juan Miamix? Hey Juan, good to see you, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey John, I'm in the middle of mini golf, but wanted to say hello and drop a line. Nice. Nice. So you're like watching one hand and you're putting in with the other hand. That's cool, man. Awesome, man. Thank you for dropping by. Don't forget to yell for King Sam. Do I need to have a 10K limit to upgrade my CSP to CSR? Do I need to have a 10K limit to upgrade my CSP to CSR? I want to say yes, but I'm not 100% sure. That's probably a Matt question. I thought so, but I could be totally wrong about that. Eric, hey Eric, how you doing, man? Can't wait to hear the trip report from Iceland. Man, I'm looking forward to. I actually might go live from Iceland at least one time. Thinking about it, there's gonna be a little bit of downtime where I might go live for a little bit, but it won't be very long. But I might do it. IGG Blue says yes. Release, yeah, really stupid. Yeah, the portal itself is good though. Yeah, I mean, thankfully the portal's not hateful, so there is that. That makes it a little bit easier to use. Matt, I have thoughts on the Sapphire Preferred. Yeah, Matt's got a few thoughts about the Sapphire Preferred. David William, hey David, good to see you, man. We need a video of you trying Iceland fermented shark. Oh, I don't want to. I cannot do shark. I can do whale. I can do the whale. I did the whale last time I was there in 2023. I can do whale again. Shark is like my spirit animal, so I can't eat shark. I can't eat my spirit animal. Sorry. Let's see here. Boxer ink preferred, I think, is the sweet spot. Yeah, it's not a bad card. Did you discover or Amex? Okay, all right. You have to talk to me a little bit more about that, Blue, about why you're looking at either Discover or Amex, like which cards you're looking at. So Matt shudders that King Sam, I've made a hotel booking within a month of getting my CSP, and it was great. Same price, no issues. Yeah, yeah. See, the thing with the portals is that, and I looked at them. I looked at them enough to kind of know the lay of the land of the portals, and so with you're either going to find hotels that are, and I always have a tab open for the actual hotel brand itself too. So if I'm looking to stay at a Hilton, I have the Hilton side up, and I have, obviously I'm looking at the portal and I'm comparing prices. And sometimes you'll see prices that are basically even. That sometimes you'll see them where they're a couple bucks off from each other, and sometimes they're $20 more or something like that. So it does vary in price, but you can find good deals in the portal and basically not pay anything more for them. So the portals do come in handy and are useful, and you're not feeling like you're getting ripped off. So, hey, Eddie Jackson. Hey, Ed, how you doing, man? Oh, Boxer. Hey, you're here too, man. Yep. Eddie, job. What is happening? No Iron Maiden shirt today. Yeah, man, it's a little cold here in Kansas City today. So I don't. For those of you that don't know, I normally don't keep the heat up really high. I mean, I'm just here by myself, so I'm sure if there were a player or two here, whenever she comes along, I'm sure I have to have the thermostat turned up 10 degrees higher than it is, but I usually keep it about 66. So I'm just warm. It's just too cold. It was like, I think I came in from working out. It was like 20. So it's a little chilly. I dress warm. I know. I failed you, Eddie. I'm sorry. I need a Iron Maiden quarter zip. Let's see here. I think I Juan. Okay, yep. I missed some I missed some. Do you know if the Delta cards cover from Rodrigo? Hey Rodrigo, how you doing? Cover checked bags if you're flying on a partner airline's metal, but you book through Delta's site. Yes, should. Yep, it will. You'll get checked bags. That's not a problem. Juan, CSR is a Visa Infinite card. Yep, therefore requires. Okay, that's why I thought Juan. I thought because of the level of card it was, I thought it was 10K, but I wasn't 100% certain. So I don't live in the CSR, or I don't live in that world with the CSR. But I thought it was 10K. I think the rationale of CSP needing 10K to CSR is because the CSR is a Visa Infinite. Yep. I don't think it's necessary to get the upgrade. Okay. Eddie, yeah, John, yeah, I knew what you meant. Although I've been compared to Job sometimes in my life, so for being as patient as I normally am about things. Visa Infinite, yeah, King Sam, Visa Infinite 10K isn't really enforced or a hard rule. Matt, because the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve is a Visa Infinite, and you can get them with a 5K limit. Yeah, I got the U.S. bar when I got the U.S. bar back in November. They gave me a 17K limit on it. It passes. I play with the CSR straight, and Chase give me a 32K limit. Yep, that's a nice limit. David, it's known as the most disgusting food in the world. It's called Hakari. Yep. Oh yeah, I have tried it. It's well, if you're talking about, I don't know if that's, I think Hakari is shark. Yeah, I can't eat my spirit animal. Sorry. Blue says I'm comparing the travel benefits and protections. Okay. I mean, yeah, man. If you, like I said, you're one of my Eve guys. If you need to talk to me more, let me know. Glad to help. Eddie, lady at the duty free store at Reykjavik Airport told me not to eat that, as locals laugh at tourists when they want to try. Yeah, I mean, no one was laughing. This place was it was like a little, it was sort of a restaurant, but it was actually more of a like private, like fishing company, private, like fermenting company, that kind of thing. I mean, they also caught fish and sold fish and whatnot, but yeah, I didn't see anybody laughing. But I'm sure they were laughing on the inside. Juan, I know when I product changed from the Marriott bound list to Ritz Carlton, and Chase required me to move credit around. Okay, to increase the credit limit to 10K. Manuel, hey, if the shark is your animal, can you sing the Baby Shark song? No. Well, luckily I don't have kids. I mean, luckily and unluckily. So I've dodged the whole Baby Shark thing. So I cannot, Juan or Manuel. Sorry, Matt, David. I don't know. I think Kazu Marzu Italian bag of cheese can give it a run for the money. That sounds tasty. Not. Ludfist, blue. Yes, the thermostat setting is confirmed. You will shudder at that bill. Yeah. Well, I keep my, ever since I bought this place in 2017, I've been on, for all of my utilities, I've been on level pay. So I pay, and some people kind of scoff at that, but I don't mind it because, especially being here this long now, that the bills stay pretty level year round. So I'm not dealing with the stupid highs of one thing, and then it dips down, and then the other thing goes way up when the seasons change, and they're all, I mean, water, gas, and electric, they're all pretty level now, pretty even now. So I like predictability in that regard. It makes budgeting easier. See your thing. Oh, can you see? I'm thinking one boxer. Let's see if you're true Kansas City. What do you think of St. Louis barbecue? Boxer. St. Louis barbecue is okay. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not Kansas City barbecue, but I think St. Louis barbecue is okay. I mean, they're known for their ribs, is what they're known for. I mean, Kansas City is known for ribs, brisket, burn ends, chicken. If you go to a couple places, I mean, it's just a different atmosphere, different taste. St. Louis, to me, tastes a little bit more vinegary to me than anything else. So it's all right though. I don't dislike it. But Kansas City barbecue is still the best. So there you go. Confirmed. Rodrigo, when you find a player to make sure you verify your 524 is that. Yep. I mean, if she cares about that stuff, sure. I don't care. I'm 1024 and really don't give a crap. So Eddie, any thoughts on getting the Delta Reserve down the line? So you might have joined right before I said this, or just might have missed it or something. But if I was going to get the Delta Reserve, if I could be guaranteed access to Sky Clubs and Centurions no matter what, I would probably do the Delta Reserve. But since there are no guarantees uh, in the lounge access world, I don't I don't see it happening. Um, the MX Platinum card is too good for that diversity of access. So unless something changed in that regard, or there was like some stupidly high, crazy offer, like welcome offer for that card, then I don't see myself ever doing it. David Strom would be a good biological weapon. I have to look that up. I'm not sure what that is, to be honest. King Sam spotting the red flags early. Yeah, Rodrigo. Yep. What is your 524? Well, if she's like 1024 like I am, then I know that she's a YOLO kind of girl. So that's my kind of girl. Just do it. Don't live by those companies' rules. Get what I want when I want. What's the point? Hey, Mike. Yo, how you doing, man? Good to see you. And I know you said you were going to try to drop by, so good to see you, man. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, sir. And Mike just put out a really good video about Alaska Miles and American Airlines and his thought process with the potential devaluations and whatnot. So that was a really good video. So Mike's got a really good information. Check him out if you have not already done so. King Sam over because the player two can't play along. Yeah. It's probably all store. Yeah. It's like Macy's and Dillard's and, probably Banana Republic. And yeah, it's probably all store cards. Blue levelized billing is great for yeah. Like I said, I like predictability. I just don't like the whole, oh, in summertime, my gas bill is $20 and in the winter it's $200. Like, no. I'd rather just keep it level and be on level pay all year round, and I know what it's going to be. It just makes budgeting easier. Blue said, I do it at my house. See, man, great minds think alike. I'm telling you, us Eve guys got it figured out. Boxer, next time I'm in town, I'm trying Joe's barbecue burn in. Yep. Joe's is the place for burn ins. Joe's barbecue. And if you're going to do it for real, you need to do it at the gas station location, which is the original. Blue. What? John, that's a bold statement. Barbecue, you might have to show throw you might just have to throw throw hands. Uh, I don't know. It's some damn good barbecue. Joe, hit the like button. Joe Bretto, my dad is in the chat. Tequila Papa, good to see you here. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do. If it's warranted, obviously, of course. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you, sir. Um, yeah, Eddie, going back to that reserve, I know a lot of people suggested to me. I know you suggested the Delta Reserve to me a few times, and I just, if I knew I could get access to Centurions and Sky Clubs, regardless, by holding that card, I would probably do it then. But otherwise, no. Mike, what's the point? There's this weird targeted promo with Southwest for double companion pass points earn on insurance payments. Still don't see how it'd be feasible for most without opening two cards as usual. Yeah, yeah. Isn't insurance payments also a category in Q1 for the Freedom Flex card? I think so. It's interesting that they're. It's interesting that they're promoting insurance payments right now. Yeah, that's a good question, Mike. I don't know. Boxer, enough of food talk. in in Chase Recon for a few days now. Uh-oh. Going on day 4, hoping for a positive outcome. For which card, Boxer? Or maybe you mentioned it, I missed it. If you did, I'm sorry. Mike, but looks like I'm gonna be lol 24 for a while anyway. So yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't have any interest in Southwest cards. My auto insurance went up 43% from State Farm this year. Yeah. My agent says this is normal across the industry. You know what, Mike? I heard the same thing from my agent last year because mine went up not hugely, but it's gone up because I pay every 6 months. So I'm with Travelers Insurance and it's gone up every six. So I have a 6-month term and it's gone up the last 3 renewals, not by a lot, but enough to piss me off. And it's like, what's going on? And yeah, they basically told me the same thing, that it's industry wide and it's due to, they're saying that it's due to losses over the last several years with different storms and different events and whatnot. And cars cost more to replace now because they're, basically rolling computers and all that. And yeah, that was the reasons I got for why my premium was going up. She forgot to mention, though, we're also paying for all the people that don't have insurance as well. So there's that. Filmo, ending my 15th day under 524. Personal record. Hey, Filmo, man, the first step was admitting that you had a problem, right? And then you did something about it by actually, doing this, taking the steps and being under control to, you know, be under 524 for a half a month. That's awesome, man. Very cool. Blue says, no, actually not. I had State Farm in Florida try to renew with 34%, told them to kick can. Yeah. That's a hard one to swallow. Like I said, mine's gone up enough to piss me off, but not anywhere close to that. Um, yeah, but it is irritating. And if you try to shop, I tried shopping around when it first happened, and everything was more than I was already paying. So I'm like, nope, I'm good. This is with, like, you know, really good credit, and they also have the insurance credit now too, and that's with all that even take into consideration. So yeah. Jordan says technically at 524 with one auth user MX card, is it as simple as calling Chase Recon as soon as I apply to explain and ask them not to count that one? I believe so, Jordan. I believe if you tell them, "Hey, this is authorized user," I believe they change that and take it and let's say take it off, but they don't count it, mark it as an AU card. I believe. Eddie says, "I've been traveling to LA and Salt Lake City a lot for work recently, and there are Delta employees trying to sign up people for the reserve. They do a great job." Yeah, yeah. I didn't have anybody try to sign me up for the reserve or anything at Salt Lake City when I was there in October, but of course, I was also there early in the morning too. But yeah, I didn't see that. But I did see that when I was coming back home from the creator meetup in New Orleans. There was a couple of different Amex or Delta kiosks where they were trying to get people to apply for the different Delta cards. So, and they were elevated offers too. They were elevated offers at the kiosk. So, Memphis Mike is here. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, all. If you had to pick between the City Strata Premier or the Venture card, what, in your opinion, is a better long-term card? Thank you in advance. I would say the City Strata Premier myself, but I don't use my City Strata Premier, so there's that. I don't have a Venture card. But just off the top of my head, I would think the City Strata Premier, but I'm sure other people have opinions about that. I'm a boxer saying I kind of run in a weird situation. I ran through a rough patch at a few years back with Chase. I'm sure it has to do with it too, but they approved me for the CIU, but not the FU. Hmm. Eddie, I showed them my setup of the MX Platinum Gold and Delta Platinum, and they stopped their pitch. Like, yeah, you're good to go, sir. Move along now. Manuel, I canceled my AAA car insurance and switched to USA. Saved over $150 a month. Yeah, yeah, and car insurance is insane right now. That's a great savings though. I thought about looking at USA, but I've been with Travelers for about 5 years now. They've treated me pretty well. I really can't complain. Boxer says the Strata could easily be a one and done card. Yeah, that's true. Hey, traveling with Lynn is here. I can't talk again. John, glad I could catch you live. Have you been since the NOLA meetup? I've been good, man. NOLA seems like a forever ago now, right? I mean, it's clear back at Labor Day weekend, at the very beginning of September. So it seemed like it was a long time ago. Which I guess it's going on 4 months now, but it seems like it was. It seems like it was a decade ago. But I'm doing good, doing good. Thank you. Glad to see you here, Manuel. Homeowners insurance is hard to find. Yeah, yep, yeah. There's so many things that are unique to California. Yeah, it's rough time for sure. Manuel, I have to run. Hey, Manuel, thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it, and thank you again for your super chat. It was super kind of you. Thank you. Have a good night. Traveling with Lynn. I'm thinking about getting the VX for next month's international travel. I mean, I'm not a Capital One fan myself. I don't have any Capital One cards myself. I don't have the Venture X, but for what it is, it's a good card. For what it gives you, it's solid. I mean, you can't really say much about it. Of course, it's been nerfed a little bit, but it's like nerfing for a tiny fringe of people, maybe. But yeah, it's a solid card. Blue says I went back to USA Insurance, got my monthly lowered by $107. Still don't have my money with them since all the allegation. Yeah. And fines assessed with poor banking trends and security. Yeah. Yeah, Blue. Like security with banks is weird in general because banks are on such older systems. My first IT job was with it's a small bank, but they're nationwide actually. So basically their footprint has expanded since I left them. They used to be in almost nothing but Walmarts indoor military bases, but now they have a lot of standalone properties now, um, standalone locations now across the country. And it, yeah, being someone that's security minded, obviously I work in cybersecurity now, but when I worked at the bank, I worked in on help desk, and it blew my mind how old systems were. Like it just like if you knew how banks operated, you would not keep your money in the bank. Like it's literally duct tape and baling wire. Jordan says, I'm going for an ink, so I hope it won't be an issue. Filmo. Oh man, dude. Gifted 5 membership. Man, thank you, sir. Filmo is my brother from another mother. We share some DNA and you know, brothers from a different mother. That's it. I guess our dad is our dad. I guess Joe didn't know he had another son. But looks like Filmo, looks like Mike got a membership. What's the points? Rodrigo got a membership. Nice. Garrett did. Chatin. I always mispronounce your name. I'm sorry. I think it's Chatin. Robert J. Nice. Thank you. Very cool. Thank you, Filmo. That's super kind of you, man. I appreciate you. I know Filmo's itching to is at that you're at that stage now where you're like you're gone 15 days and you're like probably are you like this waiting to apply for a card, Filmo? You're like rocking back and forth in your chair, like wanting to get a card. Like, I need a card. I need one really bad. What's out there? I'll take anything. Just give it to me. Just stick to my vein. uh Thanks for subbing to my non-existent technically, Filmo, you have a channel that does exist because you have an account. So technically you have one. I just need to start making content. Rodrigo, if you could choose between being under 524 or being out of pop-up jail, what would you choose? I would choose being out of pop-up jail, hands down. And the reason why is because I mean I have the Chase trifecta. I don't use my Chase card. Now, I got my Chase cards. I got my CFU and my Freedom Flex when I was cash back when I wasn't thinking about traveling at all. Like 5 years ago or more. They're just cash back cards and didn't think anything of it. And my first travel card that I got when I started thinking about, okay, I want to live and see the world as much as I can. I got this Chase Sapphire Preferred, and I don't use any of them. So there's nothing else I would. I mean, the aeroplane card could be a card I would want down the road, but other than that, like there's just nothing. Like the Ink Train doesn't do anything for me. I don't like Chase points just don't do anything for me. And I understand they're super powerful for Hyatt. I get that. I have nothing against Hyatt at all whatsoever. I have never stayed at a Hyatt property, so I cannot tell you any experience with them because I have not stayed at one. I've been wanting to stay at one just to try them out, see what it's like. I mean, there's several Hyatts here in Kansas City. So I thought about trying one out to see what it's like, but I just have never stayed at one. So just like Chase doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, hands down, be out of public jail for sure. Eddie, are you still high on the built card? I'm considering getting the built card or the Air France KLM card. Hang on one second. I know they're two completely different cards, but it's a tough decision to pull the trigger. Yeah, you've asked me. I remember you asking me about this in comments, Eddie, about I think it was in my Alaska video, I think. Could be totally wrong though. Yeah, I would get the Air France card for the sub. I mean, it's a decent card, but I would get it for an elevated offer. Plus, you do get an EXP boost to this. They have offers where you get EXP boost, which is basically like their MQDs or insert 3-letter acronym for any airline you want to you want to name off. Um, I think it's a decent card, but I mean, obviously, I'm high on the Built card because of how I've been able to use it for the last year and a half, right? Like I've been able to make my mortgage payments through Built because I have a Wells Fargo mortgage. And so um being able to do that and get those points for the last year and a half has been cool. And then having the Built card because you have to have 5 transactions before you get any points, period. Um, you know, it's an easy to use card. I mean, obviously everybody and their uncle says use the card on day one and do all your 5 transactions on day one, which is normally what I do as well. But I'm not afraid to pull it out and use it every now and then just for on a non-rent day. Like, oh my God, why are you using it on a non-rent day? Well, because it still gets 3x on dining, 2x on travel, 1x on everything else on non-rent day. So, you know, I think it's super value. I think it's valuable for mortgage points because where else am I going to get points for my mortgage at? So for me, it works and I'm okay with it. I would get the Air France card. I mean, the Air France card is on my radar. I would probably get it maybe this year if there's a really good offer on it, possibly. I mean, give me 70,000 Air France miles. I'll gladly fly business class somewhere. King Sam, I got a glimpse of that. Organizations are the reason why old enterprise versions of Windows and other software are supposed way beyond the public. Yeah, hit Sam. So at the bank I worked at, there was and of course, and like I said, I'm in cybersec now, but I'm still a computer nerd. I build my own computers from scratch still very much a nerd. Like my server rack and everything is in the other room out here. Like I got a server rack, like and insane hardware that a house doesn't need. But um, we had there was a box in one of the server rooms that had Windows 7 on it because it ran. I cannot remember the name of the software. It ran some old version of something that one of the executives on the 16th floor used, and it was for him and 2 other people, and we had to maintain that piece of crap because it was remember the executive people that signed our checks. So it's like, well, as long as you understand the ramifications of this machine, you know, if something happens, then yeah, yeah. If you knew what banks ran on, yeah. Mike's congrats on grabbing those MR upgrade points on the platinum. I would have I would have been really hard to turn that offer down. Yeah, man. Like I said in my video, and I just released that video yesterday. Part of my game plan was to I was going to get the platinum card back anyway, right? I mean, that's been the game plan the whole time. But like I said, I didn't want to pay the $6.95 annual fee because I wanted to go after this card right here before it disappeared off of US Bank's website because I wanted to give it a whirl and be more involved in the mobile wallet. So I paid a lesser annual fee for the time being for the US bar, knowing I was going to get the Amex Platinum back later on. And the day that I downgraded the card, like literally, the next day, after I downgraded the card, this was what, beginning of November, middle of November. I had the upgrade offer already in the portal for 50,000 MR points on 2,000 and spend in 6 months. It's been sitting there the whole time. The same offer was on the gold card too, my MX gold card. So I could upgrade either one to the platinum card for 50K MR for 2K and spend in 6 months. So I knew I was going to do it. Uh, I just wanted to time it with a statement cutoff date and not having to pay it until a whole nother month and a half out yet, right before I started traveling. So yeah, I'm super happy to get myself another fistful of MR points. What's the points? Mike says what about either the forthcoming premium Alaska card for City Strata Elite or whatever they'll call it? I don't think the Alaska premium card is gonna be a card for me, Mike, to be honest. Um, unless there's unless it comes with benefits that I can use, unless it comes with enough benefits that I can use to offset the annual fee or make the annual fee worth paying. Unless that happens, I don't see myself getting the card. Alaska has like 2 or 3 flights a day from Kansas City. They're all to Seattle. Um, I mean, not I would never be in an Alaska lounge most likely because I don't live in the West Coast. So the Alaska card would be a hard sell. Um, maybe if it had like a stupidly crazy welcome offer, maybe for the points. But other than that, it wouldn't be a keeper card most likely, unless I found myself all of a sudden living on the West Coast somewhere. Now the City Strata, yeah, whatever it's being called, I think it's Elite. I think is the trademark that they filed. But yeah, whatever it's going to be called, I don't. Again, well, it might be a point grab, but it depends on what the card offers, and I don't see it offering. I don't see it or even the Wells Fargo Beyond or whatever it's going to be called, like offering things that I need that I don't have now with the Platinum card. Um, there might be a point grab card, the Strata Premier, but we'll have to wait and see. We don't know what the benefits are. If there's enough benefits there, it might be a card that I have to really consider, but it might be a one and done with a point grab. Boxer, last Hyatt I stayed at in Salt Lake City was trash, like Comfort Inn trash. Comfort Inns can be dodgy. I've stayed in some really nice ones that you walk in, you're like, holy crap, this is really nice. Like, where'd this come from? Then I've been to Comfort Inns that have been like, yeah, okay. Boxer, would you do City or BOA for what? Boxer, for cards or bank accounts or? Hey, Cody, what's up, John? Glad to see you're embracing live streams. I see you cooking with those MR points. Yeah, man. Good to see you here, dude. Thank you. Thank you for dropping in. Yeah. I give me all the MR points. I'll take them all. Glad to see you here, man. Thank you for stopping in. King Sam, I'm trying to break into cyber. I did the entry level cert, graduating later this year. What cert's that, King Sam? And congratulations, dude. That's awesome. Cyber is a big deal now. It's going to be a big deal for a long time to come. I love it. I love my job. It's not even work. I know the old saying, it's not work if you love what you do, but it really is that way. Like, I'm like, you're really paying me to do this? Really? Like, I love this. So, and my boss is super cool, laid back guy. And just, yeah, it's awesome. Rodrigo, is it me or did all the credit card content creators drop videos about the VX all on the same day? Like today or just talking about recently? Oh yeah, recently. Yeah. There's been a lot of content lately for the VX. Boxer City or BOA for cards? Depends on what you're looking for, Boxer. City has strong cards. Bank of America does too. I don't know if you're looking for like co-branded cards or if you're looking for just like, the bank point cards with BOA or, City's thank you points, or, looking at Alaska Airlines cards or the AT&T card. Masters Venture X is overhyped. Yeah, like I said, I think the Venture X works for a certain segment of people. And I mean, as a single dude, right now the Platinum works the best for me, and because of my travel habits as well, right? So it's the card for me. But I think the VX is a good card for if you have families, and you're trying to get into lounges with families. It makes a lot of sense. I think in some ways, it's very solid. Like being able to use the travel credit, it's very solid. In other ways, it does feel like it's overhyped a little bit. I agree with Matt. It does feel like it's overhyped some. mean, it's a solid card, but I mean, it's not the be all end all, I don't think. But that's just my opinion. Matt, City for travel, BOA for cashback. If you can do preferred rewards, yeah. Yep. 100%. Matt Sir King says King Sam says it. I think it's the perfect card for me living overseas. There's no other 2x catch all with no FTF. And the F is yep. Like I said, King Sam, that's what's so cool about this, right? About this thing we do is that no card, no one card is perfect for every single person on the face of the earth, right? It's like something that works really good for one person for this many reasons because this is the space that I'm in and this is why it works so well versus someone else where it's just like, okay, But yeah, that's a great use case, King Sam. If you're living overseas, that's a super strong use case. A lot of videos, yeah, yeah. A lot of videos are talking about recent lounge changes. You're right. Boxers. Here's what I'm looking at. I want a little of all ecosystems. Feel City will. I want a little of all ecosystems. I feel City will blow up with AA. Okay, but I just watched Stan's video and the BOA for cashback is tempting. Yep. But you're going to get that cash back with having a deep relationship with BOA, like the preferred rewards. Rodrigo, what could the premium Wells Fargo card offer that is worth grabbing? I can't think of any transfer partner that would make it stand out from the rest. Well, for one thing, Wells Fargo, it'd be kind of cool if on the day that the card is issued or announced that Wells Fargo also announced more transfer partners. Um, I think Wells definitely has to nail it with a US carrier of some sort. I don't think they can go without having a US based carrier. I mean, they can make a go of it and see how it goes, but I think they really have to have a US based carrier to transfer to. But a couple other programs, I think they have to announce more programs too. But I don't know what the premium card, if, yeah, because it's probably going to give you Priority Plus lounges, Priority Pass lounges. Yeah, I don't know. It might be just a point grab. I don't know. You also have rumor too that Wells has un unknown rules for acquiring cards too. So because I know they've rejected a lot of people over the last year or so because of you know too many new accounts in a certain amount of time. So David, I don't think they'll ever nerf the Alliant 2.5 card. Pretty good checking account too. Yeah, the Alliant card it's an interesting card for what it is. I've looked at it. I've looked at it a few times, but that's all I've done. I've only just looked at it for a minute. So we'll see. We're a little bit over an hour. Got 35 people or 30 people in here. 35 likes. Thank you, everybody. That's super cool. I really appreciate all you being here. King Sam, I think Wells Fargo needs to go the U.S. Bank route. Add X number of Party Pass visits and include restaurants. That's one way to reduce crowding and still offer something unique. They need Aeroplan. I mean, I see them adding Aeroplan. I mean, I would be shocked if they didn't add Aeroplan at some point. That seems like to be a given because Aeroplan's one of those, it's like Flying Blue and whatnot, where they are a promiscuous, um, partner with everybody. So I would be shocked if they didn't add Aeroplan. Mike says Rich with Points made a big BOA review, and he showed that if you travel much at all, you're likely not going to beat a Chase trifecta or similar, even if you never transfer points. Yeah, BOA. If you're looking at BOA cards for points instead of cash back, you need to look at the co-branded cards. BOA doesn't have transfer partners. They're not in the travel game really. But if you get the co-branded cards like Alaska and Air France, then you can get points that way, although they're not transferable. But Eddie says, I know you are a Hilton guy and I'm a Marriott guy, but what are your thoughts on hotel branded cards? I'm trying to make a case for myself to get the Marriott MX card. So I like Marriott's too. I don't know that I'm a Hilton guy, but I do. I guess maybe I am because I do seek out Hiltons if I'm planning travel somewhere. At least domestically, I'll look at Hiltons over any other brand first. So um, I think I think pound for pound, if you're looking for cards that have decent benefits and also earn a lot of points, the Hilton cards are hard to beat. Like the Surpass is such a good earner. I mean, even the base earning on non-category is 3x. So it's like, and that's just the Surpass. I mean, that's then you step it up with the Aspire. Shoot, I think even the Hilton business card gets you 5x on everything. So for earning cards, I think they're just probably the strongest cards out there. Um, I wouldn't be opposed to having a Marriott card. If I was going to be a Marriott card, it might be the Marriott MX business card, actually, if I was going to do one, but with an elevated offer of the uh, 5 nights. Sledge, luxury card, gold card, or MX platinum card. Um, well, Sledge, I know this might end our friendship, but I have to go with the MX platinum card. Sorry. I'm keeping it real, man. It's got to be It's got to be MX platinum card. Eddie says I put my hotel spend on the Delta Platinum, and it works. But want to hear your thoughts on the Marriott card. Make your thoughts on the Marriott card makes sense. Okay. I have not had any Marriott cards yet. I know Chad has. Chad's Many Minutes has. He likes the business card a lot. I don't. I like Marriott properties. Every Marriott I've been to has been a really nice property. I don't know. I guess they'd be good for a point grab. I don't know. I don't know what's from what point of view you're looking at them for. I just think that the earning wise, I think the Hilton cards are hands down the best. But you also have to have a lot. But you also have to have a lot of Hilton points to be able to use them. So there's that. Boxer. That's where my head is right now. I have MX and Capital One getting back into Chase. I feel I got it all covered. Maybe City. Yeah. Jesus. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a interesting name. I think I might have seen you somewhere else before, but that's a great name. 50K MR points to upgrade from green to plat is such a nice deal. Plus the coupon credits on top of that. You come out ahead. Yep. Yeah. I mean, that's why I took the upgrade offer back to the. Well, it's not the reason why, but it made it a lot easier to upgrade back to the platinum card. But I mean, upgrading it to the platinum was going to be something I did anyway because of a lot of travel coming up and wanting the lounge access. But yeah, the 50K MR points to upgrade is just to sweeten the pot. It makes it even that much easier to do. Austin Newmans, would you recommend the platinum over the Chase preferred card? For what use case, Austin? What are you comparing them together for? Memphis Mike, as much money Chase reported they made in the last quarter per the earnings report today, they should start the ink train rolling again. Yeah, The banks are making a lot of money. Amex is making record profits too. But I don't know. Has the ink train stopped though? It doesn't seem like it stopped. I know there's DPs out there that say it's harder to achieve now or harder to do, but and Mike with what's the points? I wish Bonvoy was a better program because I could use that United Silver status from Titanium since they have over 50% of all routes from SFO. Yep. Any sense on whether plat upgrade offers are any more likely having either the green or the gold sledge? Um, so for me, Mike, in my portal for both my green card and my gold card, I had the same 50K offer to upgrade from either one of them to the platinum card. I don't know what other DPs are out there. It seemed like most everybody else had the same offers for the same cards, but I could be wrong. Sledge says Marriott Business is a good card. FNC and 18.5x points when you book Marriott stays. Yep. Yeah, I said I think that. I mean, I think when that 5 night deal comes back around, I might have to go ahead and grab it. Like I said, I like Marriott properties. Austin, the overall bang for the buck. Someone who wants to travel 2 or 3 times a year. I would say if you're traveling 2 or 3 times a year, then the Chase Sapphire Preferred would probably be your better card over the Platinum card. I think if you're only traveling 2 or 3 times a year, the MX Platinum card probably does not make sense. You could also think about the City Strata Premier too, either one of those cards. But I think this Chase Sapphire Preferred has better travel protections than the City Strata does. So I would, based on those things, I myself, if in that situation, I would go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And King Sam, unless you travel for work, I don't see the point of hotel cards. I stick with Hilton. For other chains, I just use a portal. I mean, yeah, that makes sense too, King Sam. Jesus Christ! If someone didn't have any of the 3 MX charge cards, do you think the green is worth burning a 524 slot on, or should you start with the gold? If you want as many MR points as you can get, you should start with the green first. I mean, 40,000's it's 40,000 is still 40,000, but if you don't want to be locked out of getting anything for the green ever, then I would start with the green. There could be an elevated offer on the green again. Like last year, over last summer, there was a 60K offer for quite a while. So there could be an elevated offer on it again. But if you're looking for MR points now, you don't care about the green and don't care about 40,000 MR points, then you could start with the gold first, knowing though that with family language, you're going to get blocked out of getting the green. But you can do either one. Matt says ink train hasn't stopped entirely, but the ink a month club has been halted. Yeah, and those who are blatantly abusing it are the ones getting halted. Yep. Yeah, they're slowing everybody down. Yeah, Sledge. Tell him, Mike, what's the points? Yeah, you'll get the upgrade offer with either card. Yep, same offer. I can't talk. King Sam, I want to start with green too, but it wasn't worth it. Get 90K gold or 100K gold right now. I've seen 100K gold out there. I think actually my referral link for the gold is 100K right now. But there could be better deals out there too. But I think mine's 100K right now for the gold, for the personal gold. Yeah, downgrade you get better offer than the 40K green. Yep, 100%. I agree with King Sam. Sledge was doing it before anybody else knew about it. Introduced to the credit space, I had already done it a year before. Yep. Rodrigo, the MX upgrade downgrade strategy needs to be called the Sledge method. You can call it. Hey, have you done the Sledge yet? No, I haven't yet. Have you? Yes, I just did it. Nice. Matt says the green is worth the 524 slot. Interesting take. And I agree with Matt for this reason, because the green is a good earning card. I mean, it's travel and transportation focused, right? So the green could be a keeper card for a lot of people. So if you're going to get the green and probably keep it, I would do it for the points. I would do it for the points and then keep the card. I mean, because it's also going to earn too. So I agree with Matt in that regard. The sledge ladder, King Sam. If the green had some more credits like Uber, I'd be on it. I mean, it's going to get refreshed most likely this year, so who knows what's going to happen with it. Memphis Mike, the green card is actually a good card if you. Yep, it's a strong card. Boxer, actually kind of weird that the green card doesn't have Uber credits, being it's a travel card. Well, that could change actually, Boxer. That could very well change with this refresh that everybody thinks is coming for the green. That could very well change, and it would make sense if it did. Yeah, Rodrigo, the green card together with Raccoon is underrated. Yeah. Yep. I 100% agree. Sledge says I'm about to downgrade my platinum back to the green card until November. Yep. Sledge has sung the praises of the green card. Chad sung the praises of the green card. It's a solid card. Matt did a video here just a few days ago, talked about the green card. US only categories render most MX cards useless for me beyond the sub overseas. Yeah, that makes sense, King Sam. If you're living overseas, then yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense for you not to have MX cards for sure. If I lived overseas, I probably wouldn't either because it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Austin Newmans, do you prefer the Chase or MX trifecta, or do you use either? Well, Austin, good question. I just did I did a couple of videos. I'm getting ready to do a series. I'm getting ready to do some experimenting with the different trifectas. So I have the city trifecta, I have the Chase trifecta, I have the MX trifecta. And I'm also going to do something with the 3 US bank cards that I have currently as well. So starting in February, I'm going to use only nothing but the Chase trifecta for everything I can for the month of February. And then in March, I'm going to use nothing but the city trifecta for everything that I can for March. Then in April, I'm going to use the US Bank, the 3 US Bank cards I have, which is the Altitude Reserve, the Biz Altitude Connect, and the Cash Plus card. And then in May, I'm going to use the MX trifecta. So I'm doing an experiment to see which trifecta gives me the most points for that given month. So if you've not seen those videos yet, Austin, check out my channel. I did a conversational video, I guess, mostly about what I'm doing, the reasons I'm doing it for, and like what the ground rules are and all that for this experiment. So, I mean, but to answer your question, like right now, without knowing the test results, I'm an MX fanboy. So I definitely prefer MR points over UR points, but that's because I don't see a lot of value in UR points for myself. Right reactions, Domino Masters. Screw the green. You can get a retention offer better than a green sub. And when no lifetime language offers exist, forget it, in my opinion. Yeah, there's that too. Yep. I mean, the NLL offers come around every now and then. Mike says, I'd take an ink preferred over a green, especially with the freedom or 2 thrown in. Yeah. But Mike, you're probably also one that's valuing chase points more too, though, right? You're probably valuing UR points better or more, I should say. I could be wrong about that, but Boxer, I downgrade to the green when I start going hard on chase to build my points there. My goal is 500K points each ecosystem. It can be done, Boxer, especially with Amex. You can rack up a lot of points quickly. Yep, earn and burn. I mean, there's that philosophy. There's earn and burn, and then there's also the philosophy that I've been living on for a couple of years, and that's stockpiling for specific redemption. So depends on what you're looking at doing, what your game plan is over the next year or two, as far as what you're using the points for. But either ways of you either way of using points is valid for sure. Box, you're talking about out of country cards. There's one MX card in Canada that I wish we get here. The Cobalt card. Yeah, I've heard about the Cobalt card. I've heard it talked about a lot. It's a strong card in Canada for sure. Rodrigo, how much value do you think credit card YouTubers would hold for Chase UR points if Hyatt wasn't a transfer partner? I would say some would probably switch to talking about how valuable it is for Southwest Airlines flights. Um, but you make a great point. I can't argue with your point because that is basically the use case that all of the Chase fans use is Hyatt. And, you know, whether you agree with it or not, I mean, there's some, it doesn't take a lot of points to transfer to Hyatt. So I get it. I get it for sure. I don't, it's just not me. And again, I haven't stayed at a Hyatt, so I don't know how awesome Hyatts are. I'm just not. I just the thing for me too is Hyatts are hard to find too. Like they're not everywhere, so that's a sticking point for me as well. But I can't argue with you, Rodrigo. I think you're right. King Sam, next year my goal is 450K. Hopefully a big graduation trip. Nice. Do it, King. Jesus Christ, cool experiment idea. Yeah, man. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the channel yet, Jesus, and also again, um, Austin. I'm drawing a blank all of a sudden. Yeah, check out my channel. I talked about this experiment I'm going to do with each trifecta and like how I'm keeping it authentic and whatnot. So I think it's gonna be really cool to see how this pans out. Boxer's hoping to take a family on a cruise. Nice, a nice cruise with the family would be awesome. Mike says, "What's the point?" Says, "I think the sledge method would work for an aspire down to a surpass." And back in November, even without an upgrade offer, which seems less common on Hilton lately. Yeah, I know. I've seen several people talk about the about downgrading and getting to the base Hilton honors card, then upgrading to the surpass, doing the spin, getting the FNC, or getting FNC if there's an offer, then upgrading to the Aspire, then spending the amount needed to get another FNC. And I've seen people doing that. If I was all in on Hilton, if I was nothing but a Hilton guy, period, I would probably do that. But I've got 240,000 Hilton points I haven't used yet, so that are going to get used probably this year. King Sam Hyatt is like rose tinted glasses. Remove it and you see how weak most chase cards are. Hyatt does it. It does seem that the Hyatt transfer option definitely props up UR points value for sure. Yeah, Matt. Yes, he just said Hyatt holding Chase up like there's no tomorrow. Yep. Matt also says Hyatt is also close to collapsing under the weight. David Williams. Sorry. 5% is better than Chase 3X without Hyatt. Yeah. Boxer. When I say family, I mean brother, sister-in-law, 2 nephews, and parents. Maybe Mrs. Boxer if there is one. So Boxer's looking for a Mrs. Boxer. I'm looking for a player too. So hopefully we both find those, Boxer. Right reactions, Domino Master. Use your FHR credit at Edison Reykjavik. Lovely property. I'm sorry, Edition Reykjavik. Lovely property. Yeah, maybe down the road. I'm staying at the Center Hotels again. I really had a really great experience the first time I was there, and I'm staying at the same property again this time around. And so it's right down the street. Right in the middle of downtown Reykjavik, and right down the street from Harpa and whatnot. So I'm gonna stay there again this time. But yeah, Edition is also a nice Linux brand, I think. So yeah, I might have to do the Edition next time around. I've seen I've seen pictures of the Edition, right? I have obviously I've never been there. I've been by it when I was there, drove past it, but haven't been inside. But from the pictures I've seen, it's really nice. Well, holy crap! I've been going for an hour and a half. I was not intending on keeping you all this long. Man, doing streams, the time flies by. Holy jeez. Sledge says I just downgraded to the Hilton Honors card 2 days ago after Hilton gave me diamond status for the year. Wow, nice. And of course, you get diamond status. It's good for the year. So I'll upgrade back mid year. Oh, okay, mid year. All right. See what kind of upgrade offer Sledge gets for the going back. I'm assuming to the Aspire. Yep. Well, this has been great. I don't want to keep you all any longer. I was intending to only go for an hour, but this has been fun. Interacting with all you, like the time just flies by. It's insane. So this has been amazing. Thank you all for showing up tonight. I really enjoy seeing everybody here, seeing new faces. If you have not already, please hit the like button for this video. And if you have not, I think a few of you probably have not yet, please subscribe to the channel and check out. It looks like there's some interest in the chat here for my trifecta experiment. So please subscribe and hit the notify button. And I'll be doing a lot of videos over the next few months about. I'll be reporting in March about my experience with the chase cards and what the numbers were, and then the same thing in April with city results, and then the same thing with the MX results, and so on and so on. So yeah, stay tuned for all of that. And I think it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be an interesting experiment, and I think it's either going to prove things to me that I thought were already true, or it could prove otherwise, and prove to me, you know, with data that, hey, my thought process was wrong, and actually this option here is the best. So I think it's going to be an interesting experiment for sure. I just want to acknowledge Filmo. Thank you for the gifted subs, man. That was super cool. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I also got super chats from Damien from Travel and Everyday Spend. Again, check his channel out if you haven't already. Really nice guy. And also Manuel Jimenez for his super chat as well of $2. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate all of you. You all make this easy to do, and I love the questions, and I learn new things from you guys all the time. So again, thank you for being here, and we'll probably do another one of these here in a few weeks or so. So stay tuned for announcements on that, and hope everybody has a great night and stay warm. And until next time, bye for now.